What's good, everyone? So in today's video, I'm just on a nice long walk, and it's been very meditative. Like no music, no distractions, nothing except my phone to write down notes on what I've learned so far while on this walk. So there's one thing that popped up, and I want to talk about it with you guys today. So what I've observed with successful people and rich people is they all have this secret. It's not really a secret formula, but it's the formula that they all follow somewhat to a T, so that they become successful. And I'll show you what the formula is. I could be wrong. Five years from now, I might be talking total rubbish, but this is what I've observed. So the first thing they did is they got extremely good at one thing, and not just one thing. I'm talking like a high income skill, high value skill. And if you don't know what they are, let me give you some examples. So sales, marketing, appointment setting, investing, real estate. What else? I'm sure you can come up with some more. Those are the ones that come to my head. But all these successful people started out, they picked one thing and went with it, and they got extremely good at it. Obviously, the better they got at it, the more earning potential they got. So that's the first thing I noticed. Second thing I observed is they replaced a bad environment and bad beliefs with good environment and good beliefs. There's a saying that goes, if you put a shark in a fish tank, it only grows as big as the fish tank. What you need to do is, if you're pretending you're the shark, once you've outgrown the fish tank, you need to put yourself in another environment, aka the ocean, where you can really start to grow and maximize your potential. That's another thing I've observed. So some practical examples would be changing your environment. So maybe just moving out of your hometown, because a lot of your beliefs might be rooted in your hometown, and a lot of the people you surround with who may or may not be successful, or may not be successful most of the time, or just have the same goals in mind, will be living in your hometown, right? So you want to really disassociate from that and move away from it. So moving away from your hometown, also joining masterminds or paying to get into masterminds, or really just hanging out in places where high value people hang out. So that could be online masterminds, that could be events, that could be in-person masterminds. You get the point. Or mentorship groups that have a community. So that's the second thing. Is first they got really good at one thing and they committed to it. The second thing is they changed their environment and beliefs. And then we'll talk about beliefs. We'll talk about beliefs right now, actually. Change your beliefs. They're malleable. Your brain's malleable. If you don't believe me, read a book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. And in that book, one of the key takeaways is that your brain is malleable, and that you can change your beliefs and self-image. Basically, how you see yourself basically how you see yourself can be changed over time. That's why a lot of people like affirmations, because it's one of the mechanisms used to change your self-image. So that's going to change your beliefs as well. So that's the second thing. Third thing is very similar, is that what are you talking about? Third thing is that they paid to speed up the process in the form of getting mentors. They got help, they lowered their ego, and got very close with people who are where they want to be. So paying mentors, investing in yourself, however you want to call it, that's the third thing I've observed. No one has made it on their own. I guarantee you, ask the richest people or the most successful people in your field, they'll tell you 1 to 2 people who either they got inspired by or got mentored by. It's as simple as that. That's the game. Why would you go at it alone, risking several years down the drain, figuring it all out, when you can just pay someone a couple thousand or however much it costs to speed up the process by potentially 5 to 10 years? And I'm sure time is more valuable than money. Time is money. So that's the third thing I've observed. And then the fourth thing is, I think I wrote it down, but I think I wrote down, they basically maintained it. They maintained it, and I think that's the fourth one, maintaining it, because you'll hear a lot. I'm sure you've heard a lot of people say, making money is the easy part. The hard part is keeping it. So number 4 is keeping it. The way to do that is wealth preservation via investments, or creating a system around what they're doing in order to keep it. By system, it could be like when they have a business, let's say they have a giant marketing agency at this point, they have built a team around it, they build infrastructure. So another really underrated way they preserve wealth is through accountability. So again, it goes back to surrounding yourself with high value people who are already where you want to be. Also goes back to changing your environment, but this time it's them keeping you accountable. Because if you stay accountable to what you say you're going to do and what you're aiming for, then you're actually taking action on it. But anyways, I'm going to use this video as a mental note for the next couple of years. Really use this as a guide, and I hope it helps you as well identify like what separates, what really all these successful people you see have in common. I'm not talking about people who look successful, the people who are actually successful. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.